Experts want you to believe that your marriage is failing because you're incompatible with each other, you speak different love languages, or maybe your attachment styles are getting in the way of real, true, intimate connection. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's got nothing to do with that. Let's save those explanations and those reasons for the Instagrammers and the TikTokers and anyone selling courses, but that is not why your relationship is gonna fail and fail hard. It has everything to do with what I call emotional decay. And what is emotional decay? Emotional decay is essentially when you no longer feel emotionally connected to your partner in such a way that you don't feel like you're on the same team anymore. And people ask me all the time, like, Jonathan, why don't I feel connected to my partner? I want to feel connected to my partner, but there's something getting in the way. Well, the thing that's getting in the way of you feeling like you're on the same team is truly you've let go of the joy in your relationship. And so what's happening is that you're time stamping the pain. Sorry for the birds, by the way. This is my house, by the way. That's my house. This is my view. That's where I was surfing over earlier today. But anyway, back to the video. The reason why people struggle to feel like they're on the same team is because the joy gets overrun by the pain in their relationship. So you're time stamping, you're storing in your memory all of those unmet expectations, how I've hurt you, how you've not shown up for me. And so we no longer see the joy. We've got a pain-saturated view of our partner, of our relationship, and ultimately the result of that is we don't feel connected anymore. We don't feel like we're on the same team. Think of it like one of you has had a run-in with a mother-in-law and the mother-in-law said something mean to you and your partner doesn't jump in immediately and support you. Well, you're not gonna feel on the same team. So what do? You timestamp that and you remember that as an example or a moment of when your partner let you down. Well, string a few of those together every single week, every single month, year in, year out, it's gonna stand to reason that you don't feel emotionally connected to your partner. It's gonna be the reason why you're going through that emotional decay. So what's the antidote? The antidote to this is you've got to start time stamping the joy in your relationship. You have to start looking at your partner not as someone who needs to be perfect all the time, but someone who can make mistakes, someone who's allowed to be thoughtless, lazy, or insensitive, as we all can be. The difference though is that, for example, when it's your own child and they hit another child because that child stole their toy car from them, for example, we don't say to that child, you're a bad boy or you're a bad girl. What we do is we say, that's not how we behave. We don't hit your friend, tell them you're sorry, and then move on and go play in the sandbox now. We don't do that when it comes to our romantic partner. When they let us down, we timestamp that in our mind that there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with who they are. And so we no longer have the ability to see that they're just an imperfect person who does imperfect things. And so that we're timestamping all their imperfections and all the pain that they cause us. Instead, we want to show up with grace, with kindness and forgiveness and say, even though you're not a perfect person, I love you because you're an amazing person to me. You're kind, you're sincere, you're thoughtful, you're caring, you are intelligent. I love the way that you make me laugh. Reconnect with the parts of them that you fell in love with in the first place. So when you do that, you're gonna see them as this whole person that you want to protect, not litigate your pain with. And so you're looking at them and you're saying, you know what, you are incredible. I love who you are. And you can do hurtful things to me and you can disappoint me and you can let me down. That's just life. People can be amazing people and hurt us at the same time. But if we don't ever connect with the parts of them that are amazing, that we fell in love with in the first place, we just timestamp the pain. And when that emotional decay sets in, we feel disconnected, we don't feel on the same page, and that is why relationships are struggling in 2026.